are on.
All right, I will call to order the Auburn Parks and Recreation Board meeting for July 28th, 2026, 6 p.m. at the Reiki Lodge on Indiana Avenue. The next order of business will be acceptance of minutes. Is there any discussion on that?
Mr. President, Ben Nordman, I think it's problematic in that we only have two people that were present at the last meeting of June 23rd here tonight. And so it might be prudent to table the approval of the minutes of the June 23rd meeting to our next scheduled meeting of August 25th, 2026 at 6 p.m.
Allison, you okay?
Can I
with
second
that?
the tabling?
Yeah, but,
Yes.
Well,
Oh, yeah, that,
okay.
yeah, absolutely.
So again, Ben, did you made the motion almost, you might as well just
Yes,
go ahead.
I so move to table the acceptance of the minutes of the regular meeting of the Auburn Parks and Recreation Board meeting of June 23rd, 2026 to our next Park Board meeting of August 25, 2026 at 6 p.m.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Not opposed. All right, it's been tabled. And communications, oh, I'm sorry, introduction of guests.
This evening, our President Mike McCarowicz is here, Vice President Ben Nordman, Park Superintendent Eric Dittmers, myself, Allison Todd, and our guests include, is it Jenny? Yes. Jenny Short, Kevin Webb, and April Dobson.
Put down who's absent too.
And Don Winsley is absent this evening.
Don Winsley is absent. All right. Communications, Eric?
We have none for the board.
Okay. Under new business, Memorial Park request.
And this is for Lindsay. They are looking to have the Fall Fest, which they had last year, also during the same time frame. And they would like to have it again this year. I believe she is here, so she will be able to answer any questions you have. On the park side, we have no problems with it, other than just some understanding of the restrooms are closed and things like that. Same things that went through last year, or have to provide a porta john type stuff.
Lindsay, would you like to come up to the microphone, just state your name, and you can give us whatever information you want, and then we'll ask questions.
Okay, good evening. Thank you for having me. I am April Dobson, the events chair. Lindsay, our chair sent the letter. So I appreciate the opportunity to speak tonight. Again, as Eric stated, I have copies of the letter if anybody needs one. Looks like you all have one. Perfect. The DeKalb County Democrats are requesting Memorial Park again for our Fall Fest. And this is the second year for that. We have a lot of family-friendly activities, including pumpkin giveaways to all kids, gift bags for all kids that come with Halloween costumes. So we strategically put it a week before. And again, it's free to everybody. We have family-friendly live bands. We had a chili cook-off that was pretty successful and popular last year, and many crafts and activities for the kids. We're looking to build on those activities. So with that, I do have a few questions in our request. We would have access to the amphitheater area for music. Would we have what does the park entail, pretty much?
Well, that's up to the board on
Okay.
what you request.
Okay,
And then if you're requesting the use of the amphitheater or stage area, See if I see that. Is that in your
I'm not,
request?
not sure that was in there, so I was formally requesting this evening. We would like access to the pavilion. The pavilion next to the main pavilion out by the road, close to the road, and then the attached pavilion over the covered area by the restrooms. That's the stage area, and potentially the pickleball courts, if maybe just one, or we might just have a promotion of like playing some games in costume for prizes. We haven't worked all that out yet, but just, and I'm not familiar how many courts are available, but if I don't know if it'd be possible to include in our request, maybe one. And again, this would be October 20, this is just from 2 to 5 on October 2024. We would be setting up 2 hours prior to, and then we would have the park clean and cleaned up and done by 6 p.m.
Eric, would there be any rental issues there that they would have to go through the parks?
It is first come, first served, but if
Oh,
if you want them reserved, then obviously you have to make that reservation
Okay,
for those pavilions.
okay,
The stage is open first come, first served.
Okay.
So that's not a reservable item. So the 2 pavilions would have to be reserved. Just conversation on the board, the pickleball courts are open to the public. You would have to close one, not really the intended purpose. They're not allowed any food, drinks, anything like that on the court. There is other open areas, including the basketball court and things like that. There's areas that could potentially be utilized around the park.
sorry. And I think for the purpose that we want that, if that's not possible, we can definitely work with if there's public use during the event, so.
Yeah, that would probably be the most variable issue, is because
Yeah.
pickleball court's pretty popular.
Yes, they are.
You know,
Yes, they
and if
are.
it's a nice day, you're gonna have some competition.
Yeah, and
And the intent is not to set things up on there. The intent is obviously to play pickleball on
Right.
it, not setting board games up and things like that.
No.
That can stretch the
No.
surface, so.
no, they would just be used for pickleball play with the theme of Halloween, so you show up in a
Okay, so-
tournament, if you show up with a costume wanting to play some pickleball, we will have like, all the details aren't ironed out yet, that'd be a new event this year, but just wanted to bring that up. So,
Now, as far as the chili cook, I mean, are you gonna be making chili there, or how is that
No.
gonna run?
we have volunteers that bring their own, and we will take care of any permits as far as food or fundraising as well.
Okay,
That's the same as last year, right?
Same as
The
last
children,
year,
yeah.
yes, yes.
yeah, do you remember, because I can't remember last week, let alone last year. Do you remember what permits they used last year? If it's the same, I don't remember the permits they had last year.
I'm not familiar with that information, so, but I can follow up. I didn't
Yeah.
handle that side of it last year.
Yeah, we can make
So-
approve it with conditions.
Mhm.
Part of that will be
Of course.
appropriate, permits and so on, especially when we have food. Do you guys see any other thing? I mean, as far as pumpkins, no big deal. Treats, I assume that's store bought, or is that
Store bought. yeah,
store bought?
yeah.
Okay. Just trying to cover.
Absolutely.
You know that. I mean,
Absolutely.
So all we need is one problem.
Understood.
For the chili, I'm assuming you'll be using crock pots maybe?
Yes,
And so you'll need access to outlets.
yes, thank you. Yes,
Will that-
we
Will
needed,
power still be on to the facility even if
Yeah,
the,
there's only underneath the new pavilion is the only place there is power.
and that's where we held
And I
that.
believe
Just wanted to
there's
double check.
one or two outlets there, so I don't know how many pots of chili.
We had quite a few last year, and we were
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We were okay, so I appreciate that. As far as the bathrooms go, is there any possibility to keep them open through this event at all? Okay,
I couldn't guarantee that.
okay.
This is for October.
October 24th. Okay,
It's weather related.
Yeah.
I mean, if pipes freeze, he answers.
absolutely, absolutely
You
understood.
know,
I appreciate the consideration. Yeah.
What was the intention with the stage? Was that for music or speeches or?
Music,
Uh-huh.
music primarily because last year we had some fun local live entertainment and they just kind of stood off the sidewalk a little bit.
Mhm.
So maybe if we can promote it and kind of have traffic flow in that way, they might get more
Visual focus.
Yeah, some more, a bigger crowd for them.
And Eric, you said the stage is available, but it's not reservable. Is that fair to say?
First come, yeah.
And we can be flexible there. That would be ideal, but we understand it's a public place as well.
Eric, what type of permits do you believe that they need to do what they want to do?
I believe we're gonna have to, are you a non-for-profit?
Yes, yes.
So that does spur a little bit. We checked into that last time, so if they're a non-for-profit, they don't need a health department, they will not issue a permit to them.
Okay.
To a non-for-profit.
But that doesn't interfere with their ability to do what they,
No.
okay.
No.
Do they need any type of insurance?
That's kind of up to the board if they deem that it's, the exposure to the city is good enough or great enough. If there's a food contamination, if somebody falls off the stage, that type of thing. So if there's a, chance or the exposure is too great, then I think, getting insurance is probably not a big ordeal with the organization. It just, the city has to be named as an additional insured to your policy.
Okay, I'll follow up with that.
And,
Did we make them do that last year? Do you recall?
I'm assuming we have record of
I'm sure we did.
what they
Yeah.
needed, what hoops they needed to jump through last year.
Yeah.
So it's
I-
like common sense to me to
Yeah.
have that, because like you just said, if there's an accident, the city's got to be covered. So.
We very well may have that. Again, I'm not in, on that decision-making side
Okay.
of things. So we have held other
Yeah,
events,
that-
yeah.
that's
so.
it. And it's the same throughout those other events too. It's almost commonplace anymore.
Okay. So are the pavilions available for online reservation, or do I need to call that through the office?
They are.
Okay.
Through the city's website, through the
Okay.
Parks Department.
Okay,
They're available online.
okay,
And we would just have to ensure that they are open on that date.
so I had tried earlier, and that's what sparked our conversation to come meet with your group, was that it was not, like no dates were available through the rest of the year at one point, so I didn't know if you just cut them off for,
Was this last year?
no, this was just a few weeks ago, so,
I will follow up with
so,
you.
yeah,
And I'll get back to you.
okay,
I want to make sure I get your contact information.
yes, of course.
At the end.
Okay, so it sounds like there's some logistics that have to be worked out between the parks and the organization. With the condition of the $1 million insurance policy, I think needs to be part of it. I think it's, unless it was done last year, it doesn't look like there's a food permit required. So other than logistics to, make sure the parks department is okay with everything going on and there's no surprises. And other than what I just mentioned, is there any other discussion? No?
What is it that we need to move for if the pavilion and a test pavilion have to be rented online? I mean, do we need to approve that subject to them doing that or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I think the approval of that, and then whether you decide to dedicate a pickleball court to them for their use, or it's first come, first served, they find an open one that's available. that time, date, shouldn't be as many people there, but there's no guarantees. I mean, that place is busy.
So I know you said that the activity for the pickleball field is kind of like up in the air. It's something, but not definitive yet.
Correct, all the
So-
details aren't down, yeah.
Do we want to wait on that part until they have?
Well, we're definitely gonna do it. We're definitely gonna do it.
But like,
we just,
what it is, if it's definitely 100% has to be pickleball, or if it's some kind of other game that would benefit from being in a fenced-in area rather than the basketball court that's kind of open, you don't want to have like balls or whatever equipment
Yeah.
flying all over the place, or do we just say, whatever it is, we're gonna vote on it now?
so as of now, the details are that we're pretty much just gonna offer people, if they are in costume, if they participate in a minimum of 2 games of pickleball, then they get some kind of prize. So it's just to encourage more participation, more attendance, and give another activity for all age ranges.
I think we can make that one of the conditions, is that the logistics of pickleball use be cleared and okayed by the park department as you fully determine exactly what those are. I mean, I'm hearing what the plan, but I'm not sure if that's crossed Ts and dotted Is yet.
That's pretty much the premise, it's just, it's just not
Okay.
solid on the flyer yet, pretty much. So that's our idea. So we have a 3-hour window, and, it would be a very loose, like, reporting back, I've participated in my 2 games, okay, here's your prize. That's what we're looking at right now. So very loose, so very flexible in the use of the courts.
Eric, you don't have any?
Just that I would prefer it to be a pickleball event, nothing else. If it's not a pickleball event, then it needs to be moved outside of this.
Absolutely. We will respect the purpose of the court, absolutely.
Okay, so that could be maybe part of the condition, okay, as to the motion, that it be a pickleball event. The details can be worked out between the 2 parties, but as far as we're concerned, if it's a pickleball event, I think that would, as far as the board, I think that would be.
So the proposed motion is that the DeKalb County Democratic Party is to have a pickleball event with a side salad of their meeting and the other activities, pumpkins, but the purpose of their meeting is a pickleball. That's,
The purpose is our Fall Fest. The
I understand
pickleball
that.
is just a portion of,
I understand exactly. I'm just wondering how we make the motion to get where you want to be. That's what I'm saying. The superintendent is indicating we should call it a pickleball event / Fall Fest.
I think it's a fall fest, and the pickleball is one of the amenities to it, because they're gonna have a band, they're gonna have this, and it probably is considered the same thing. Chili is gonna be
Sure.
part of that, so, fall fest with the, following options or amenities or attractions added to it are gonna include the pickleball, the music, and then the chili cook-off. But the requirement of rental of the buildings, the pavilions, should be included in the motion.
Does anybody want to tackle this one? Our professional
Ben
motion
does.
person, Ben? or-
This is his wheelhouse. I would never deny you that.
No, I mean, it's gonna be. So Ben, do you want to take a crack at it?
I'll take a crack. Mr. President, Ben Nordman moves that the board approve the request of the DeKalb County Democratic Party to utilize Memorial Park on Saturday, October 24th from noon to 6 p.m. for use of Memorial Park and the pavilion, subject to, let me back up. The use of Memorial Park for, with the anticipation that the stage will be utilized, the pavilion will be utilized, subject to reservation online, for use of one dedicated pickleball court with music and a chili cook-off, further subject to the production of a $1 million insurance policy to the satisfaction of the park superintendent.
Excellent.
Not my best work.
Allison Todd, I second.
Any other discussion?
Good enough?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Make sure to talk to Eric about the details.
If you can write down just your contact information, we can get the reservation part worked out.
All right, the next item under new business is the Reiki Park request.
This comes from Three Rivers Strollers, and they also did an event here last year. This is an annual event on Labor Day weekend, the Festival Bulls March on September 5th. They come in with strollers and basically an area that they go up and down. They do all the work for that. So it's kind of a passive event, but we do allow them to stage and then basically have a route. Park doesn't really have any issues with the event.
Any questions from the board?
It's very unfortunate. We understand why Liz is not here. And I understand that they did this last year, but her request is the use of Reiki Park. And I suppose a motion could make conditions consistent with our understanding of what they did last year, incorporating any conversations you've had with the Three Rivers Strollers, Eric. But I guess I'm just wanting to confirm that there's no food issue, and that all they're wanting is the use of a path and the stage.
Just the use of the pathway. That's all that they're going to be doing.
Okay, no stage.
Nope, no stage, just permission to hold the event here.
And what hours do they usually do that?
That I don't have.
Anybody recall from last year what they did?
No. I don't know if it was even a morning event or not. For that.
Do we know how many people they had? I mean, do we need to? I don't see any way we can table it and accommodate them on short notice. I guess it'd be 10 days. Do you think it would be sufficient to them to table it and take it up next time?
I don't. I think they're wanting to push the advertisement farther, on as part of the event.
I think maybe a condition would be that, as our understanding, since we don't have the information, is one condition that it runs exactly as it ran last year for the times and, the trail and, with no food, we'll have to kind of ad lib on the condition on this is what I'm saying. But we have to try to, instead of writing a blank check, we gotta try to pinpoint it to where, because I don't think, did they have insurance? Do we have any idea?
I don't believe so. I think it was just an event that they used our pathways.
Okay.
That was the extent of it.
Just want to be sure.
Yep.
All right, so without food, without insurance being required, they're not renting anything as far as the park.
Correct.
So, and using the main path, I'm assuming the main path,
Reiki Park Trail.
that, if we want to make a condition with the motion that times of running the event would be identical to last year. And what other specific thing do you want?
I can get we can get some additional details since she's not here today. But if approval's given, as long as it fits in the parks departments, the way it's was run last year, then I'm okay with it.
We could say, as it ran last year with Parks Superintendent approval. We could maybe make that stipulation. But I really would be uncomfortable with just saying we approve the event just once. Yeah. I don't think that would be appropriate either. Does anybody have any other discussion? I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. President, Ben Nordman moves that the board approve the request of the Three Rivers strollers to use the Reiki Park path on Saturday, September 5, 2026, in the manner consistent with their approval for the same event in 2025 and subject to the approval thereon of the park superintendent.
Okay, I'll second. Any other discussion from anybody? All in favor?
Aye.
None opposed. The next item under new business is the courtyard request.
Hello, I'm Jenny Short, and I want to apologize in advance. I have ideas, and sometimes I don't know how to make those ideas happen, so I'm new at this. So April, your event sounds April's my neighbor and my friend here, so her event sounds wonderful. Maybe I will attend that. So before I started in county government, I really never knew how important it was to get to know your local officials, regardless of what party they're affiliated with. And so I am with the Republican Party, though I love everyone. And so I was trying to talk to them about ways that we need to get out into the community, and so that people can get to know us and get to know who they're voting for and encourage people to get out and vote. So I came up with this idea mostly because I did it with my own campaign, and we did an ice cream event, Corners, Cops, and Canines, and it brought out a lot of people. I'm the corner of DeKalb County, and it brought out a lot of people who might not have otherwise come because there's free ice cream. So I thought this is a good opportunity to what's the scoop on your local candidates, and get a commercial ice cream maker from Smaltz, Taylor Rental. They have a commercial ice cream maker. They have a commercial slushie maker. So we wanted to just hang out on the courtyard square, on the courtyard park, and while they're doing the car event, the car show, and just get people out there and say, hey, here's a slushie, here's some free ice cream. Do you have questions for us? We just want people to show up to the polls. I want people to know who they're voting for, and be able to have some knowledge. So that's mainly what this event is about. I didn't know anything about the insurance. I didn't any of that. So I apologize in advance. No, we don't have a certificate of insurance. The goal was just to get some cones and free ice cream, and that was about the extent of it. So August 20th from 5 to 8:30 was the hope for that. There's no truck involved. There's nothing like that. It's just the ice cream machine and the slushie machine, and the items will come. Then the ice cream itself will come from Gordon Food Service.
Jen, I guess my question is, who is it that's making this request? I understand you're here before us, but is this on behalf of the Republican Party? Is this local candidates, I assume?
It's Republican candidate. So again, I did not know what this all would entail. So I just happened to say at one of the parades we were in with the Republican Party, hey, I'd like to do this. So Rick Ring is very well aware of it. He's on board, but I just happened to be the idea person, And here they said, go to the park board. And make a fool of yourself.
Yeah, not at all. We do that every month. don't
Okay.
we? But this is in conjunction with the Republican Party and.
It would be, yes.
All right, and I assume you have the authority of the,
Yes,
the party, and this is made on their behalf.
yes, correct.
So that's the sponsor? I mean, as to who's paying and who's,
Well, so we're just all, so Ben Smalt and his wife will be helping with the ice cream machine for obvious reasons. They own Taylor Rental. And then I plan to pay for a good portion of the other items. So no, the Republican Party is not paying for this. We're doing it. And even if no one else from the Republican Party showed up, I would still be on the corner passing out ice cream because I think it's important for people to get to know us and what we do.
again, you've got to kind of pardon us, we got to get into the weeds.
Oh, absolutely. Ask whatever you need to. And pardon me, because I feel like I
What you're
didn't
doing is
know.
great, there's no issue, any communication, like we just had with Memorial Park, any communication with voters is great. It's just the issue of who's doing what, why, and what is it that, the parks can expect, what is it that, who's, it's kind of nice to know who the sponsor is, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I completely understand.
Yeah, is this your campaign? Is this yours and Ben's campaign? Is this the Republican Party's idea? So we need to know who to authorize to do this. But I'm hearing you say it's the DeKalb County Republican Party.
Right. I've spoken with Rick Ring about this.
Okay.
And told him what the plan was. And so he had other plans at night at the car show. He's doing something. So this just kind of fell into my lap. But had I known that he needed to be here, I needed the letter, I absolutely would have done that. I just did not know what was involved.
You can certainly be an agent of theirs
Okay,
too. And
yes.
that's why I was asking you if you had the authority to, on behalf of the party. And we can certainly make a motion to approve the Republican Party's request to do that, subject to blah, 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 whatever we come up with.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as, it doesn't sound like there's any insurance required, Eric, I mean, unless you have a different opinion.
No, I think that, you have ice cream, which is, it all depends on the exposure again.
Mhm.
But you do have ice cream and slushies, but they are just ice and, I'm not sure on the ice cream, but, whether that, is that on the machine or hand?
It's going to be a machine, a commercial grade, soft serve machine.
So,
And we'll have cones and I may bring some bowls with toppings that are also commercial grade.
so that would be the only thing. I think it's a not-for-profit again, doesn't need any permitting. It's inside of, courtyard, so there's no itinerary, not a food truck, not served out in the right of way, so. The bottled water and things, so it's just kind of up to the insurance side of things.
Yeah. Didn't we just ding the Democrats with insurance? No, so, okay.
So.
But the Democrats had a stage and 2 pavilions. I'm going to be out there with the soft serve machine.
So,
I don't care. I'll do whatever you
So
need.
that-
I love them. We all get along.
so that is up to the board on whether they want to choose to have that insurance. If it is the Republican Party, it should be a lot easier. If Jenny was trying to go up and get insurance, it's obviously a lot harder to do that because it's a personal policy for their insurance, $1 million policy. So if it is the request from the party, it's a lot easier. It's just name the Parks Department as an additional insured. We got copies on that. You just have to call in and we can give you a redacted version of it so you can take it to the insurance company and show exactly what we need.
Yeah, I hope you understand that that's where we're coming from.
Oh, yes, I'm not, and I completely understand.
Yeah, all we need is one incident.
Oh, trust me, I am a worst case scenario person. Look at my job, so.
Any other discussion?
Mr. President, Ben Nordman moves that the board approve the request of the DeKalb County Republican Party to utilize Courtyard Park on Thursday, August 20, 2026, from 5 to 8:30 p.m., subject to the production of a $1 million insurance policy that is acceptable to the parks superintendent.
I'll second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye. Thank you so much.
All right. Eric, next item on the agenda is old business.
We have no old business.
Okay. Next item is superintendent updates.
See you, Jenny.
Thank you.
Wanted to let you know that we've had some vandalism at Eckert Park. We had the restroom portion, the toilet paper was pulled out, lit on fire, burned up paper towel, or the toilet paper dispenser, cracked a stool, coated the inside with soot. So we're in the process of tearing that back down. Individual was caught and is currently, the police have addressed that. So we're trying to fix that repair on the women's side.
That cameras did a good job there, huh?
Yes, cameras, we're adding more into the park system,
Good.
but it is very, we're seeing the benefits of providing that and the safety aspect that it also provides.
Excellent.
So, a few things that I got a list of things that we're kind of doing throughout that we've done here recently, or we're in the process of doing. We're going back through Smith Acres, so we're redoing the ball fields at Smith Acres. We've tore out the fences, the chain link fences, and those will be replaced this year. So we did the demo on it, and we're gonna be redoing the bases, the infield. So all that complex is gonna be new roofs onto the dugouts. We have a pavilion back there that's gonna be re-roofed. You guys have approved all that, so we're staging for that in September.
Fantastic.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, great thing to reface that park and
Yes.
get back in usable good condition. We're working on caulking the concrete in Memorial Park, so we're doing the seams, pickleball courts, cold joints, basically, of the concrete work that was done at Memorial that was not included in the project. So we're going back and sealing those cracks back up before winter. And around all the stage and the railings and the stage top, and so we've gone through a lot of it. But we have some more to do. We've installed the fitness signs and the upright signs. We've concreted those in. Next to the fitness, the 9 nodes around there for the fitness equipment. We've added signage and the metal framework that attach the signs to. We've also formed up a table tennis pad there next to the pavilion on the south side of the pavilion, where we're going to place a table tennis in there. So we had to build a pad in there for that. That was all done by park staff.
Excellent.
Little League is finishing up their state tournament. So tonight was the championship game out there. So excited to see that we were chosen to host that Indiana tournament. So really a cool thing for Auburn.
That is a nice honor. That is great.
Splash pad, the dirt work, they started to strip the sod off. Had a meeting out there with FCI today, and the plumbing contractor. So we're kind of on a page here to move forward on that. Time frame is the weeks to come. So depending on weather and construction, but it is proceeding.
Good, very good.
We have, tomorrow is our last softball tournament for summer co-ed league. And then we will be starting the fall league August the 5th, and that will run 9 weeks consecutive for that league also. So that'll take us into October for their tournament. We're putting in a merry-go-round at DeSoto Park. And it's one that was damaged, and then we pulled it out. It was past repair, and we're ready to install the new one in there. So that'll be this week, I believe.
Great. A lot of good things.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
we're really busy trying with the projects, trying to get as much as we can done here before we move into Halloween prep. So we're getting closer. Did want to let you guys know that Jason McClure was promoted as our maintenance supervisor. And then his position opened up, and we filled that with Dawson Dahl as our maintenance, full-time maintenance. So currently we have a full staff in our maintenance department. That's all I have.
Any questions from the board on anything? All right, hearing none, we'll go to the, again, I want to comment, Eric, there's a lot of great projects, a lot of great things going on, improvements in the parks. That's excellent to see.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is vouchers. Eric, did you have anything you wanted to point out on any other pages?
So on page 3, we've had, you see on there from Beacon Athletics, we've purchased bases for the Smith Acres project. So we got bases, home plate, pitchers block, and all the bases and the apparatuses to put them in. So that's what that expenditure is for both fields. Page 6, we had the Day of Caring, which involved most of our parks, all but about 2 of our parks for re-mulching, and the expenditure for the mulch for that project. We had all the groups come out, great, they did a stupendous job. But that expenditure is for the mulch, and that was for 500 yards of mulch. Page 7 is the concrete work done at Memorial for the fitness signs and the concrete pad for concrete ready mix speedway.
Okay. Board have any questions or concerns about the vouchers? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. President, Ben Nordman moves that the board approve the City of Alpha registers of vouchers July 28, 2026, commencing with invoice number 7088 up to and including invoice number 99412 in the cumulative amount of $24,055.16.
Allison Todd, I second.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
None opposed. Passes. All right, next item on the agenda is guest concerns and announcements. Does anybody want to come up and make a statement in the audience? No? Okay. All right. Then, other than that, the announcement that I have is the next park board meeting is scheduled for August 25th, 2026, 6 p.m. right here at the Riki Lodge. Take a motion to adjourn unless somebody has another question. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Ben Nordman seconds.
Approved. Thank you all.